my name is Richard.
Well, Richard, I don't appreciate your tone.
I curse Sam to be Richard's best friend.
Oh. You are my best friend now. Come on then.
God.
Come on.
Show us your minge.
I will tell you the shape of my body. I look like the fucking... what's his name? The fucking,
I will tell you the shape of my body.
I look like the kingpin, but with the
Let me describe it for you!
She walks up and she's wearing... Richard, she is wearing a fucking long robe. So it's not descript what she looks like, and she's like, I will describe it! I shan't show it or they'll put me away again!
I'm 8'9" tall! My arms are gigantic! My muscles throb and my fingers look like hands!
Oh, the fingers like splay out, like they splay out like fucking little pooper scoopers. All our fingers.
I can pick you up and squeeze you and fucking twist you like a bloody rag. And my head is tiny. Aren't you glad to be my friend?
I think Richard's like fucking from the Shetland Islands. Richard, she's from fucking
somewhere far away.
She's from some isolated fucking village that has like 50 people living in it, and you have to take a boat to get to a car, to get in a plane, to get into a boat, to get to the nearest bit of civilization.
If you bring it up on Google Maps, the directions it says fuck right off.
You bring it up on Google Maps, you zoom in, and it's just a big gray fucking screen. It's like, we don't know. We don't know.
I put my hands in the soil and I scoop up and I make trenches.
Is Richard the queen of Lagonia?
I think Richard might be a fucking noble duke on the edge of Lagonia. I think Richard is the duke of the frontier of Lagonia. We don't know where the frontier is, though. It's a very small country.
It's smaller than the Isle of Man.
It's tiny. It's tiny.
Is that an unfinished town?
Richard, yes, it is. But when Richard sends out letters to describe how his province is, it takes about 3 weeks to arrive to the capital.
I want to find Atlantis!
You have to climb 7 mountains and go down many ravines.
And it's all carried by hand.
Of course.
They don't have
no machinery.
They have one horse, only the Tsar rides it.
I love Lagonia.
They have the one sad horse. They have the one tree gifted to them by the country of Georgia.
Oh, not Georgia.
The country of Georgia felt really sad.
They were
You know what?
Georgia was very advanced compared to that.
I'd rather, instead of they were sent horses by the country of Georgia, they were sent horses by the state of Georgia.
The state of Georgia gave them one peach tree.
I'm glad the Nazis came and saved them.
The Nazis came to them and it's like, you need to be vaccinated. This is no good.
The state of Georgia gave them one peach tree and it fed a generation.
The Nazis showed up and it's like, you poor souls.
They were treated so badly by the Eastern Europe for so long that they didn't know what kindness was, and they got kindness from the Nazis.
The Nazis are like, before we put you into slave labor, right, we are going to give you penicillin so you don't just fall right down. And they're like, I'll save you! They hunch over with their permanent hunches.
And they worship, they even put the swastika on, it's still on their flag today.
Didn't we say that Lagonia was pretty much the lands between, wasn't that where that came
somewhere,
from?
It's somewhere.
It's a non-Euclidean land in the Caucasus Mountains.
But wasn't that
somewhere in there?
Wasn't that where Lagonia came from?
No, that's
no. It came from. Okay,
we were
playing the cooking show.
Yeah, the cooking VR game.
It came from Cooking Simulator VR. Don't you remember?
Lagonia came from playing a cooking game.
I believe I was your.
You were Sue.
I was Sue.
You were Sue, his Lagonian assistant.
I was telling you the horrors of my country.
We were trying to figure out what country you came from, and then like Jordan did a sneeze, and I decided it sounded like he said Krevlagonia. And then from there we started talking about the Black Ocean and the terrible rule of the Tsar.
We speak Krevish there.
We talked about the dreaded Kreva and their killing of the children.
Do the aristocrats speak German because the Nazis are their saviors?
I don't know. They
there are no aristocrats. Well, there are, and those are the Tsar and his family.
They have not learned.
So does the Tsar speak German?
They have not learned other languages.
They speak in fucking antediluvian fucking screaming.
I don't know what
come
books
from
you
the-
think they can read.
Okay, their teeth are crooked, they wear furs, they have whips, they're on horseback, and they come and they take the finest woman from the village and they breed with her, and that's how they make more.
Their fucking
And so
teeth
they're
are horizontal, okay? They're like a beetle's mandible.
They point out at you.
They're like a beetle's mandible, and they go in and out like that. Okay?
They say things like
Yes, they do. They get out and they pull out their big stick. They don't have. We did implement that they don't have farming implements. Like they don't have cutlery. Their way of cutting like oranges was they threw them against rocks really aggressively.
Oh, and tell us
I
about
was
the up and down.
That's the favorite game, up and down.
you
take
should
the
have
kid
seen
goes
it.
out and they go up and they go down. They try to get as tall as they can be, and then they try to get as low as to the ground as fast as possible. That's up and down.
It's a game. It's a fun game.
It was glorious.
I imagine the Krev Belgonian hello, right? The Krevish hello is the scream from Body Snatchers.
Have you tried agriculture in our land?
I had a picture of it at one point. The endless rocks and crags.
Crags upon crags.
It was no good.
Just put a couple seeds in between, in like a crevice. This would be
A
good
crevice?
song. Yes.
A crevice with a K8.
Yeah. Yes.
And then the Krevs, they slap their hands together in joy.
Krev Belgonians. The Krevish think they invented the word crevice.
They get their name
Maybe
from
that's
a
where the
horrible.
word comes from.
They
Do you
get their
think
name
that's
from
where
a
the word
horrible
crevice, it comes from
Tartar
crevice?
dragon demon called the Kreva. Okay.
But maybe that's where the English word
that's-
crevice comes from.
Wait, that's right.
Krevlagonia.
The people weren't called Krevish. They were called Kreva. I forgot about
They were originally the demon,
No, they're Krevs.
the great horrible
The
demon is
demons are
Kreva. They were originally called Belgonians until all of the Kreva came
From
and
Belgos.
and ruined all of the virgin women, and all the population were then Krev Belgonians. They have tainted
Your
blood.
battle shit.
You gotta get up on your history, Sam. I don't know what you're
Yes.
doing. Did
They
you not
are
take
vi-
Krev Belgonia 101?
They are so they're the Vile Bloods.
Oh, just imagine fucking like a student exchange.
Oh god.
What the poor student that gets sent to Krev Belgonia.
Wearing gold.
I don't want to go, please no.
The student that comes to America.
Send
will be
me to
like-
Africa, please.
The student that comes to America will like lay on the ground afraid of all the tall buildings.
They walk into fucking traffic because they don't know what it is.
They hear the horns and they look at it like a fucking deer. And their fucking horrible grin that makes Americans want to hit them with the spike.
They strike them like the Krev.
What I say? I want to strike the Krev.
You have a real urge to strike them.
They're not a good people.
They're not okay.